Camp 8 podcast. We're going live on YouTube right now. Just got out the second Monday night game over with yet?
Not yet. Like
Not
5 minutes
yet.
left.
Yeah,
Almost.
but
It's a blowout though.
it's a blowout.
Yeah.
Sort of expected. Man, week 4. A lot of stuff going on. I think the funniest thing that happened, and I actually fell asleep on it. I couldn't stay all the way through, but I ended up watching the highlights later on was the 40-40 tie between the Cowboys and Packers. And me, you're a Lions fan, I'm an Eagles fan, and it both worked out perfectly for us. Just for the podcast sake, that's the best outcome it could be. I guess we'll start here with the overtime rules. Like, are we doing this right? Did the NFL have it right with ties? Like, I mean, I know they can't play forever,
Right.
but like soccer has like penalty kicks. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? And that tournament matchups, you go to penalty PKs. Uh, and this year we've seen special teams be such a big part of the game. I think we might have to look at something like that. We can't continue to have ties. I don't think. What you think?
No, for real. I mean, I talked about it yesterday, and I think Chris Collinsworth said it. Like, let him play 15 minutes, right? Because I felt like the way Green Bay was playing, they were playing for the tie. Like, oh well, we'll
Yeah,
try. You know what I mean? It's like, oh well, we'll try, but if not, we're not gonna lose, but we're not gonna win. You know what I mean? So because they didn't want to give the Cowboys any more time. Um, but yeah, you got to give it at least 15 minutes, the same as any other quarter, or go to the college rules where start on the 25 and you alternate possessions. And in my opinion, and it's funny because I was watching it and I said to myself, I said, this thing gonna end in a tie. The second it went to overtime, I said it's gonna end in a tie. Um, but yeah, there should be no ties in pro sports. If you want to do that in other sports, I know soccer does it to an extent.
yeah,
But there
but
should be
so
there should be no times in NFL.
the way soccer does it, like, so you get 3 points for a win, you get 1 point for a tie, you get 0 points if you lose. Like they run it by a table. So they have and it's so hard to score goals that
hmm
they can have that. You know what I'm saying? Like um, touchdowns are hard to come by, but you got so many different ways of scoring in the NFL. With only a goal is only worth 1 point. That's the only way you can score is a goal. You know what I'm saying? You
hmm
go to PKs. PKs are worth one still. You got field goals. You got 2 point conversions. You got safeties. You have the extra point, and then you have six for a touchdown. There's just so many
Right.
different ways.
Right.
Um, I don't think it's going to last forever. I mean, it's so rare that I can't see it as a problem. It's something that's going to go away by the time we get to next week, unless we have another tie. That's the only way it stays around, and then you forget about it. I don't think they're going to look at changing it, but um, just for the standards purposes, like you can't have teams out here. It's got to be a message sent to these teams, like, bro, play to win the damn game. Like,
Exactly. I
what
think
we
that was my
doing, man?
I think that was my issue. Like Green Bay played for the tie. Like they knew. They like, hey, we're not giving this ball back. If we don't score a touchdown, we're gonna kick a field goal. We just gonna walk away with a tie. And I'm telling you right now, I said this last night, that's gonna hurt Green Bay in the season. I don't think it's gonna matter for the Cowboys. To me, they stink. It's not gonna matter.
Yeah.
But in terms of the division and record and things like that, that's going to hurt them down the stretch, right? Because they still got to play us one more, the Lions one more time. They still got to play Minnesota twice, and they got a pretty daunting schedule. As you get through the season. So
Then they got to play us too.
yeah, they got to play y'all. So that tie is going to hurt them, in my opinion. It's going to mean something. They're going to look back on it like, damn, we should have tried to play a little bit harder to win, to like you said, to win the damn game. So it's gonna mean something down the stretch. We'll see how much it means as we get through the weeks.
So we coming out of Monday night, and the Dolphins and the Jets played earlier. The Dolphins ended up getting their first win in the season, but they ended up losing Tyreek Hill, and his knee is like, he's making an L the wrong way with his knee. And
hmm
we got a couple big injuries that happened already. This is common in the NFL. You have to have depth to be able to win, but we're getting some big stars knocked out of games. Malik Neighbors got a torn ACL at that dump of a field at MetLife and caught another person. And I just don't understand how this $1 billion, $1 trillion business has people going to a field and the players are begging them, please change this. Now, I don't know
Hmm.
what type of turf. I don't know all the minutia. I just know that the players are saying this is killing careers. Odell Beckham
Hmm.
got hurt. It's a slew of injuries happened at
Hmm.
MetLife. And how long are we gonna go with this?
Man, it's I mean injuries are a part of the game. You know this, I know this. But again, you're seeing it more frequent with the knees and the Achilles and things like that on these turf fields. So I mean, I think at this point, I don't think you need much more than what you already got. You know, you already got a great sample size of injuries that, I think if they can go down 10%, 20%, I think that's
Yeah.
worth it. I think that's worth it in the end, right? Because again, you're investing in these players, right? Neighbors, he young, he'll come back, he'll be ready to go. But you know, okay, Giants, y'all just switched to Jason, Dart. And he got y'all first win, but now he doesn't have his number one target. That's going
Season's over
that's
with.
yeah, your season's done. That's it. It's a wrap.
And they got a good decent defense where they could have maybe stole a wild card spot.
That's what I'm saying.
So
So
you
it's like
sacrificing this.
you sacrificing that, man. So to me, it's worth easily. But it's on these owners, man. At the end of the day, they rich, but they cheap at the same time. So
So what do you
rich,
think about
rich,
the
rich, rich, cheap and greedy. Rich, cheap
so
and greedy for sure.
and we talked about it. You got to have depth in your squad, and that's across the board in the NFL. It's not like basketball where you can just have these stars. You can't have just three stars and then a bunch of regular guys. 6, 7 round picks to make it work. The Giants in a terrible spot with another high draft pick coming up. They're in our division, so I don't wish for them to do well, but it sucks for a guy like Malik Neighbors to go down. And then Tyreek Hill, like, what happens with his career from here? He's older. He's not as fast as he used to be. It's a major. We don't even know yet exactly what it is, but a knee going back that far. We were talking about it earlier. That's probably all of his ligaments tearing. Um,
Hmm.
so he's probably gonna be out for the season and plus a rehab to try to get back. Like, will he ever get back to being the same guy? I don't think so. Like, I already
Yeah,
seen the decline in his speed and him not getting separation down the field from cornerbacks already, and I don't see how he comes back from this.
yeah. 32 years old. Once they usually hit them 30s. 32, 33,
For a
34. That's
speed
when,
guy,
yeah, for a speed guy, you kind of see that decline. So I mean, at the end of the day, we'll see. He'll go through it. Now they are saying is it's a dislocation, so he might have got lucky. With
yeah.
just a dislocated knee, and hopefully we'll see what the doctors say. But they said he was on his way to the hospital to get a diagnosis. So we'll see where it goes. But hopefully it is a dislocation. If it is, man, he got lucky. But we'll hold out and prayers to him, man. Hopefully speedy recovery and he can get back out there doing his thing. The
So
dude, real quick, the dude was just voted number one by his peers. What, 2 years ago. So it's crazy. It's crazy how quick things can happen, right? You were
man,
voted 2 years ago as the number one player in the NFL by your peers. Last year was abysmal, and then this year was, even worse starting. So yeah, man, that's gonna be tough for him.
the NFL stands for not for long.
Yeah, not
Not
for long,
for
man.
long. Like, you got
Right.
a window open or you got a career going, it can end in a heartbeat, man. And these injuries are piling up as usual in the NFL. The 49ers got tons of them. They're treading water, trying to stay ahead of the curve. The Minnesota quarterback going down. Joe Burrow's done for the year, it looks like. And it's just going to keep. And this is a war of attrition game in a way. Like, our right guard, Landon Dickerson, I seen a stat earlier that he's given up like 4 sacks and like 13 pressures already, and he's on pace for like 55 pressures and like 15 sacks given up, and like that's well beyond his usual. And we having struggles with our run game. Is just like it's so hard to climb. You need so much luck. It's so hard to climb that ladder again, and the injuries can knock you off climbing the mountain any time in the week.
Absolutely.
Do you pay attention to the broadcasters a lot in the games? Like,
Oh
who's your
yeah.
favorite broadcast team right now?
Romo
I like Romo.
and Jim Nance. I think Romo, Romo wasn't that great when he first started, but he got really, really good. And I just love how what I can appreciate when he broadcasts is, he kind of calls out certain things and they happen.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So it's like really cool to see him like, okay, they're running this, right? He's speaking that football terminology, and it's like, man, that's really cool. You know what I mean? Because for a guy like you and I, or for guys like you and I, like when those guys, like they have a lot of jargon, just like for you as a basketball coach, it's a lot of jargon. Like I played basketball my whole life. I've heard you say things where I'm like, man, I've never really heard that.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have different jargons for things. But yeah, to hear Romo say, yeah, when they're running this, and you're like, man, I've never heard that. I just think it's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Um, for the fans, and he's one of them highest paid guys out there. But yeah, love Tony Romo, man, and Jim Nance when they call games.
I think that my favorite right now is Olsen, and I'm
Yeah,
trying to
he
blank
killing
on
the
his other.
game.
Yeah, Olsen. Olsen's really really good.
Yeah, he killing the game right now.
But Brady came in as the highest paid guy. There's been a lot of controversy around him being a team owner and being in the meetings and hearing information and stuff like that. I don't think it actually means much because it's so much coach speak and quarterback speak when they're not
Hmm.
actually saying anything.
Right.
And Brady can call the game and give that information, but that information, speaking as a coach, like we run different stuff for different situations and different teams. Like him, what the Raiders do against the Seahawks may not necessarily be the same thing they're gonna do against the Rams. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? It's just two different things. So I thought it was much to do about nothing. But I did think his first couple of years as a broadcaster wasn't that great. But I feel like he's getting much better. He's getting reps at it, and we know Brady's gonna work at it. And I like when he is in those situations and it's a good game, and he's like, okay, this is what you got to do now. And he's so quick with it. And he's boom, 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 boom. I was talking to a homeboy of mine, Tony Irons, and we were talking about coaching and in the moment how much stuff you're doing. Like, so when I'm coaching a basketball game, we're evaluating time, score, who's hot, what is the game temperature, how's the refs called in the game, what's the foul situation. Uh, is it an AAU game where we got two more games later on that day? Is it a high school game and we're in conference and we really got to get this game? Is it a shootout? Like so many things are happening when you're evaluating what you're doing to next, and it's something that you see seep out of time in those big moments where he's like, okay, you got to clock this, and then now you got to speed up and try to get a sideline throw so we can try to get three. Like it's like boom, 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 and I think that's starting to come out of him, and
Hmm.
I'm delighted to see where he goes next. I think he can get to. If I had to rank him, I say my favorite just to listen to is Olsen. I think the best chemistry is Buck and Aikman, and then the most entertaining is Nance and Romo.
Hmm.
Those are the squads I get. I think the worst one I hate listening to is Herb Street and on Thursday night because I just think
Yeah.
Herb Street. I love Herb Street for college, and that's his
Yeah.
thing. But for NFL, and he still called it a good game and stuff like that. But you could it
You
doesn't
just
feel
tell.
like his lane. Like
Hmm.
I don't like Herb Street as much, but um, it's a good place that they're in right now because I think they got some high powered voices that are doing a lot of great things and adding something to the game. like nobody's turning off the game because Herb Street might not be their cup of tea. You're gonna watch and listen no matter what.
Right.
So, um, so the Eagles they go down and we play Tampa Bay, and I
Hmm.
seen it earlier in the week. They signed a 464-pound defensive tackle to play against us, and it was 100% to like combat against the tush push. And the funniest thing is we didn't do it once.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, I'm glad Dog got a check for the week. I guess. Like,
Hmm.
so what other like ridiculous signings could you see? Like, was somebody just like sign like a 7'6" dude just to win every jump ball, or like a 7'6" dude just to block a kick, like just to jump over? Like, if they could get an athletic ass, like, you know, Wimby that couldn't really hoop, but he could jump over the line and block a field goal. Could you see an NFL team doing that? Like, what weird
Nah,
signings could you see?
nah, man.
Like, 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 just for this game, we might need this.
Nah, I don't see it, man. I think for you it tickles you because it's your team for
Yeah,
sure that they did it with. But nah, man, I think you know people are trying to figure it out. Y'all seem to run the tush push quite a bit. Y'all didn't run it at all. I mean, y'all lined up in it, but y'all end up running a kind of a counter play the other way, and Saquon scored on it. But um, yeah, I think people just trying to figure it out. It's a secret, and it's not a secret weapon. It's just a weapon that you guys whip out and use really well when y'all need to, and it's effective, and so on and so forth. But
let me ask you
nah,
this: you're the owner of the Lions, and it comes
I,
to a vote next May. What are you voting? Ban or no ban?
I think I think it's because it's hard to officiate. I'd ban it. I don't. I'm not. I wouldn't ban it because it's an unstoppable play. I'm banning it because on multiple plays, like the right tackles jumping before the ball's even snapped. Like if the referees can't officiate it, should the play be legal or should the play be able to be ran? If the officials can't officiate the play, then that in itself. Now, if they can officiate it, keep it. You know, but I think they've shown multiple replays and stuff where some of y'all's linemen's moving well before that ball's even snapped, giving them an advantage,
And the
giving them some
defensive line
leverage
is over the
in the
ball.
neutral zone.
Yeah, in
Yeah,
the neutral zone, like it's
yeah.
going both ways there. Of course, I'm of the belief that it will put us in a historic sense if they ban it, and I almost want them to at this point because
Hmm.
that will be, you know, in a almost like if we get another one, it'll be almost a dynastic run, right? Like three Super
Yeah.
Bowls, another Super Bowl win. Like just teams don't do that in that short of a span. And if you do this, then it's really like you can't tell the story of the NFL without this for sure. Then, like you can't skip over this at all.
Oh, for
Like
sure. Y'all get
they
another
had a
one.
play.
Yeah,
No, yeah,
yeah.
like I think the band, like no matter what with the band, it's in like you can't tell the story of the NFL without it. It's like it's down the lineage. Like you can't tell the story of the NFL without the what was it Rams, the greatest show on turf. They got the
Hmm.
one, but that offense was so prolific. Like if you're telling the whole story, you can't tell it without talking about this team and how prolific they were. Like the Saints won the Super Bowl. Like you could tell the story of the NFL without necessarily going like you'll mention it, but it's not like a segment of it. But if you ban it and say that they got a play ban that the NFL decided, hey, we can't stop this, so we're gonna ban it, and then now you got
See,
to spend a whole segment of
see,
time on it.
that's where. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it would be banned because it's an unstoppable play. I think it's banned because you can't officiate it.
No. I think that's your reason. I think the people that's actually the 32 owner, what they need 20 people to, they are like, no, fuck this. This is BS. We need to get this out of here. This is nobody else can do it. Like, and people don't try to line up and do it. Like we seen
Sure,
the
sure.
Bills with Josh Allen, the biggest quarterback. a good quarterback I've seen ever, and he couldn't do it. And it's like
Yeah.
now y'all tweeting y'all teetering on the line of hating at that point. Like the owners are like you straight up hating at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they can cite their refs and all that. Like, yes, your reason I believe you when you say that. Like, because you're a competitor like that, and some of them might be of that, but you all of them not on that line. Most of them on the
No, for
line
sure.
of the
It's
Eagles are going into a drive with 1st and 8. That's what pretty much it is. Every
for
drive
sure.
we starting 1st and 8. Now we got to get eight
Yeah.
yards before we get to fourth down, and it's
Right.
great. Um,
Yeah, I think for you, and you should believe that, but I think yeah, it's just it's an unstoppable play. But you got to be able to officiate it, man. Like that's the biggest thing. If you can't officiate the darn play, then it's like,
the
come
refs
on,
getting a
y'all.
check.
Like what?
Do your job.
Yeah.
You heard that Kobe story when Zach Zarba was talking to like he missed the call with Kobe, and then he went in the locker room. We seen it. He went to Kobe like, man, I fucked up. I missed that one. And Kobe's like, man, get your shit together. It's like,
Yeah.
and he said it was like, yo, I get it because this dude has spent hours and hours and hours on his craft. I gotta be on point like he on point.
Right.
And referees. And I don't know. I don't think the NFL referees are exactly full time employees. That's a whole other
No, they're
discussion for
not.
another day. But
Yeah.
they getting some check. You sign up to
Oh, for
you
sure.
can't do the
They get a
job.
decent.
Don't
Yeah, they get a decent check. Don't get it
for
wrong.
sure, for sure.
You know,
They they
and per
they,
diem,
they
the per diem they getting and all that,
for
they
sure,
get they getting some good stuff, right?
for
So,
sure.
but nah, you got to be able to officiate the play, man. Like, that's the biggest thing. Speaking of the Eagles, though, we can't move off of them. What'd you think of the game yesterday? I ended up winning 31-25. Defense made some good plays. Give me your synopsis of the game.
I sent the video earlier of Jalen slide. He got a flag on and everything, and he took a hit. He took a hard hit, and then after that he was 0 for 7 or something like that. They didn't really call anything elaborate. They just kind of ran the clock out on offense pretty much. And
Hmm.
I think it was a gutsy win. It was hot as a mug down there. You could see the
Yes.
Eagles players like you just look
Yeah.
at them and like, yo, like this,
Yeah.
we got to get this over with. And
Right.
that
Right.
was a
Right.
team that was the team down there that has given us a ton of trouble. Like it was just a championship win. That our team is really really good. We losing guys. We lost in and out. Lane left that game again. We lost a DN, a depth guy, and our starting cornerback, which I don't think he's gonna get a job back because Keely Ringo played so well. He was out of the game. It was just one of those games where you see why this team is a contender. I think by far the Bills and us are the only two undefeated teams, but not just looking on the face of not just the records, but looking on the face of the games, you can see why we are the favorites to go back to the championship because we can win a lot of different style games, and that defense is real. I think this is the best defense in the league right now. We can get pressure without blitzing. I think we got the best D coordinator in the league, and he got guys that fit his scheme. And we're just gonna be just a handful to deal with, man. Nolan Smith didn't play that game. Just next man up, and I don't see it right now. Like, and again, I think Jalen was concussed. He's did this before.
Hmm.
That's the other part. I think 2023, he had a game where he got his bell rung, and it was not the same guy after that. And beforehand, the offense was humming. Like we were driving the ball up and down the field on the on the Bucks, and after that, the play calling change, everything. And I still think the offense need to be opening up some. AJ's rightfully so. I'm on AJ's side. Y'all are running some nonsense, and he wants to contribute to winning. This is not a sport. He wants to win football games, I believe, and he wants to be a part of that. He's the highest paid wide receiver on the team. He's the highest paid weapon on the team. Use him the way we should use him. I don't have a problem with AJ. Like a lot, people are gonna make a lot of it, but offensive, if he's not doing his job, if he's not catching balls, then that's one situation or one conversation. He's catching the ball when you run the plays for him to get the ball. Run the stuff that you run. Run that offense you ran against the Rams in the second half again. Why are we not? I don't know.
Yeah. No, I think this is a testament to the team that y'all have over there. I think y'all built offensively, defensively, special teams. You got great coaches. You know, like you said, I still think there's some concern for the offense. Like you said, with some of the plays that are being ran, and we kind of closed off. Then we want to open it up, and then like you said,
Yeah.
some of these routes that they're running just is very basic. There's no
Zero
creativity
creativity.
yeah, no creativity in the offense. So I'm not saying I'm concerned because I mean y'all are undefeated, but again, like I said in the previous pods, it's like that light switch. Are y'all gonna keep thinking we can turn it on, turn it off when we want to? I just feel like, I'm not with that. I think
Mm-hmm.
you gotta let Jalen be Jalen and let him turn it loose. I ain't saying you gotta let him turn it loose 40 times a game, whatever. He threw it 24 times, yesterday. I think that's about right. I think somewhere between 25 and 30. But it was odd for him to go 0 for 8, no
Yeah,
yards in the
man.
second half, right?
Yeah.
Like I told you, I think people talking about Jalen is not a coincidence. It's a reason, right? They ain't just talking about it to talk about it. They talking about it because we've never seen a quarterback that is, a winner at his like he is and can do some of the things that he can do and not really have the numbers and the command of the offense and run the plays like he want. It just seems very controlled dictatorship of, hey, this is what we doing. That's it. And I don't know. I just it just don't sit right with me. Like
I
if
think
Jalen is as
I
good as he say he is, you gotta. I ain't say, again. Not saying he got to throw it 40 times, but 30 times, and it's got to be some better creativity with the offense.
yeah, I honestly, and this is not me making excuses. I honestly think that kid was concussed. I really do. He laid out for a good minute, and I think they missed it because, and I mean, I'm pretty happy that they did because we might have lost that game. I mean, shoot, we probably would have still won the game because he didn't do nothing after that anyway. Like, so what would have been
Right.
the difference? But yeah, man, we got through the toughest part of the schedule though. We got through the
Yeah.
toughest part of the schedule 4-0, and it's working out in our favor right now. We might as well cover it now. Your Lions, they played.
Yeah.
Listen, that Browns offense might be the
Mhm.
worst in the league,
Yeah.
and
No doubt.
they got Joe Flacco out there, man. Joe Flacco is cooked. It's over with. Like we need to
Hmm.
figure something out, man. We need to figure something out for
Hmm.
sure. Um,
Yeah.
I think it was a solid win for the Lions. I think that the Browns defense is legit though. The Browns defense
Legit.
is legit.
Legit.
And they gave y'all some trouble for sure. If you face a D line that can get some push, um, and take away that run game and make golf after pass. I seen he had one pick. I seen that live. Um,
Hmm.
what
Read
were
it
your
wrong.
thoughts?
Just a bad read. But
Yeah,
nah. Overall was a good win. The defense played really good. Shout out to Aiden. Man, we got to pay that dude. He played so great. My favorite play of the game was when he would kind of was rushing, saw it was a screen play, so he kind of backed off and kind of played the screen. I'm just like, man, he's so smart. But yeah, defense played well, special teams. Khalif got a TD, so I was happy for him. Um, Offense was, like you said, the defense is legit for Cleveland. So our offense wasn't great. Um, Golf threw a pick. We ran the ball pretty good. St. Brown got 2 touchdowns. He's looking really nice. J-Mo, man, I just felt like we were trying to force feed him, get some stuff down the field. Wasn't really working. He did drop two passes. But listen, we 3-1. DJ Reed went down. Looks like hamstring, so he's probably gonna go on IR. We definitely need some help at the corner position. If I had any concern, but it's definitely at that cornerback position. But solid win. We got Cincy next week in Cincinnati. They got their asses kicked today, but they'll be at home. So for me, I just don't want us to get caught up in any trap games where, oh, it should be an easy win. No win is easy in the NFL. So I just want us to make sure we go to Cincy ready to play and, you know, take it right to them.
Yeah, no, Frank, shout out Frank. He came through. He said Eagles, Lions, then everybody else in the NFC. That's what it's looking like. Jack Campbell, Hutch, uh, Hutch gonna break the bank. Hutch
Yeah,
gonna break the bank.
got to,
The way he
got
playing
to.
right now, I thought the first couple of weeks he was kind of out there, but these last 2 weeks, Jesus Christ, like that play he
Yeah.
had against Baltimore, where he just took the ball from dog. Like,
Mm-hmm.
man, give me that ball,
Mm-hmm.
man. And that
Mm-hmm.
was cold. But them cornerbacks are shaky. Them corner Terry
Very,
Arnold
very.
will not be a Lion soon. He will not be around
Man,
soon. He gets a lot
I
of
feel
pass
for my dog.
interference. He just just missed.
First play of the
And
game, defensive
yeah,
holding. Off
come on,
rip,
man.
defensive holdings, number
Yeah,
6. I'm like, you gotta
yeah.
be kidding me, dude.
A,
Like,
a
come on,
lot of
bro.
a lot of Eagles fans wanted us to take him over Quinion, and I thought it was Quinion the whole time just because he stood out so much at Toledo. Um, I'm happy we made the right pick because they not
Oh, for
in the
sure.
same class as corner right now.
No,
Like,
no, no.
like they
And, you know, but it could be some scheme too. Like I keep saying it, man. We play way too much man. Way
yeah,
too much man.
yeah,
I get
yeah,
it. Like Aiden just coming back. I know we feel like we can generate pressure and things like that, but we play way too much man, man. We
yeah.
gotta we gotta tighten up on that. So it could be a
And
scheme too for him because I do think he's a good young player, but we got to do a little bit better with the scheming of the defense.
and the man with Branch coming out and guarding them slots too. Like y'all do a
Hmm.
lot of scheming with Branch is the guy that's and he's such a smart player and good football player that you can pull it off a lot of times, but he's either guarding a tight end and supporting the run or he's guarding a slot receiver. That's a lot of work for him. And when
A lot of
if
work.
your outside guys ain't up to par, you might be susceptible to giving up a lot of stuff in the pass game. So that's gonna be
Mhm.
interesting. Let me ask you this, because
Absolutely.
we've been on this from day one of the pod. I don't think John Harbaugh survives. Can the Ravens put it back together this year?
Man, I'm not gonna count out Lamar. I think they got. I mean, they were at 1-3. They got shoot, man. They got the Texans next week. So, but then they got the Rams, but they got the Rams at home. Looking at the schedule, I say yes. I think they still make the playoffs. They'll be probably a lower seed though. But I still think I don't think they out of it yet.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this might be Bill Simmons coined it the year from hell team. I think this might be the year from
Mm,
hell. I think this might be the year for hell for them because Lamar left the game injured. Um,
he
their
did. He did.
their run game is so telling. Like we thought, at some point, a chink in the armor happens with a player in the NFL, and I don't know this. I'm not saying it's so. I'm saying it's a possibility that Derrick Henry might have now hit his wall because he's been doing it for a long time. He's been the best back
Long
in the
time.
league. Not well, you know, him and Saquon going back and forth. Saquon obviously had a better year last year, but I don't know, man. If that run game not cracking, that wide receiver is not that
Hmm.
great. Like Zay Flowers seems like a number two wide receiver. And Frank just
Hmm.
said it, man. Hove's been on Lamar's mid for a minute. I don't buy that for a second. Frank said it. That defense is awful. The defense is awful.
Yes. Defense super
And
trash. And they just lost what somebody on the DN to a neck injury for the season.
yeah,
So injuries racking up for them too. Lamar hamstring. We'll see what happens there. I think they just pulled him from the game just as a precautionary, but we'll see. Um,
I see.
but yeah.
I don't like that though. I don't like that. I don't like punting on a game. I don't like that. And that sends the wrong message, especially in this game. You know what I'm saying? Basketball,
Hmm.
you got 82 of them. Of course, if James Harden tweaking ankle, go and sit down, buddy. We're gonna give you a couple of days off. I got 82 of them. You got 17,
Right.
bro. You got
Yeah.
one game. if you at 9-8 in the division, or you approaching 9-7, you gotta get that win at the end, and you playing against a
Mm-hmm.
team that got to get the win too. I mean, we've seen those games come down to the actual being actual
Yes.
playoff games before. Like,
Yeah.
whoever
100%.
get it win gets in, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't like going down because we talk about all these injuries. We go to week 4. What is it gonna look like in week 17, week 18?
Man, man,
Like
that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be
Frank just
it's
said it,
gonna be
they
real.
best D tackle, best edge rusher out for the year. Their cornerbacks are
Yeah.
horrible. Like,
Mhm.
I don't see it with the Ravens. I think it's over with.
Okay.
I think it's over with for this year. Now I think they might be the team that, man, they're extremely lucky that Joe Burrow's not around. Extremely
Yeah.
lucky because
Extremely. Extremely.
because we know what Pittsburgh gonna do. And this is a
Mm-hmm.
great segue. I love it because they've been preying on my dog downfall for forever, and he just keep hitting them over the head. Well, here go another 9 wins. Here go another 10 wins. Like, and it's got
Mm-hmm.
to be something said about his leadership of men to have them prepared to. You have to beat the Steelers every game you walk into a Mike Tomlin team Steelers. You have to
Mm-hmm.
beat them. They're not coming
Mm-hmm.
in like the Ravens, and we got an
Right.
injury here there, and we just, even when they was doing the Justin Fields, Russell Wilson, you still had to beat them every game.
Mm-hmm.
The Steelers, bro, they're gonna win that division. As it get colder, that team is built to play in the cold, and Aaron Rodgers is a shooting gun right now, throwing footballs because he can't
Mm-hmm.
move. He can't,
Right.
but
Ain't.
but they got it so limited where, okay, you can do these 4 things. This is all we gonna do then. We ain't got no
Mm-hmm.
rollouts for you. We ain't got no bootlegs for you. We ain't got no
Mm-hmm.
option read for Aaron Rodgers. Nope. 3-step drop, hit DK Metcalf, get the ball in our playmaker's hand, and see him go 80 across the field. Like,
Right.
man, could you
Right.
imagine being a cornerback and DK Metcalf has the, or you're a
No.
safety, and DK Metcalf has the edge on the corner on the slant, and I gotta hawk him down?
No.
Like, what?
No. No. That dude is huge. He's humongous. And he's a wide receiver.
Dog,
Like he
like,
could play he could play linebacker. He could play DN. Like that's how big he is. He's a big
DK
dude.
gotta be like 245, 250, and he's
Easily.
running like a 4-4
Easily.
out of
Mm-hmm.
here.
Easily.
And man, and they, like I said, the pundits on TV, the people that's making more money than us right now doing this, they've been hoping for a Mike Tomlin downfall, for him to get fired, and when the Steelers gonna move on from him, and he got to win a playoff game. Like, no, bro, you don't walk away from this type of stability.
No.
He's
No.
so stable. The team is always
Mm-hmm.
prepared. He's always gonna get the
Mm-hmm.
most out of whatever I got in this. I'm gonna maximize
Don't
this. That's
don't
coaching
matter
right
who.
there.
Right. 100%. Nah, Mike is doing a hell of a job. They 3-1. Ran the ball great. Kenneth Gainwell, 19 carries, 99 yards, 2 touchdowns, right? And then Aaron, like you said, persistent, consistent with what he's doing, 18 to 22, 200 yards and a tutty. And that tutty was a DK. DK, they had a 80-yard, it was more run after the catch on the reception, but 80 yards nonetheless. So yeah, keep it simple, run the ball. Hey, we're gonna do some play action. Throw some darts here and there. We good to go. So, yeah, man, it should be a good year for them dudes.
So, um, I think we both on the same page. I think if I had to give uh, two favorites to come out of each conference, I think that you said it. I think it's the Lions, or Frank said it. I think it's the Eagles and the Lions, 1-2 right now. The Packers dropping that game. They look like they
Hmm.
won a Super Bowl week 1, and they've been, they won a couple more after that. But I didn't like how that played out with the Cowboys on Sunday. I think the
Hmm.
Bills are. Let me ask you this: have you looked at the Bills schedule?
It's cupcake,
Like,
cupcake.
did they not win their division last year? Like, what is going
They
on?
they did. Yeah, I don't
Like
know how they got the hook up on that.
how are they playing? and you just compare it to the Lions and the Eagles schedule. Had a real
Mm-hmm.
live gauntlet. Like we got, our division ain't as great, but they division been trash for 30 years. Like it's been
Right.
Brady winning the division every year, and then
Mm-hmm.
Josh Allen came through when Brady left, and now he's gonna win the division every year. Like you got the Jets and Dolphins in that division. So,
Mm-hmm.
and then the Patriots are
Where you gonna go?
rebuilding. Like,
Right. Like what you
and
gonna
then
do?
they get the cupcake schedule outside of that. Like, are you kidding me? Like, how did they get this
Mm-hmm.
this this easy of a schedule where they're I'm literally watching them play the Dolphins and it's like, let's just, touchdown here, defense get a stop there. We got good field position. Here go another one, boom, and the game's
Right.
over with.
Right.
It's like
Man.
we got to go
Crazy.
see Tampa. Tampa was undefeated. We seen two back to back. I mean, I know it was early in the season, but the Rams and the Buccaneers are playoff teams. Both of them.
Absolutely.
The Cowboys could
Absolutely.
be possibly a playoff team. Like we can just every week we gonna see playoff teams every single week.
Right.
Who else do we play? We got the Rams, the Bucks.
You
We
got the
had
Broncos.
we had the Broncos this week. Who's the fourth team that
Mm-hmm.
we played and beat? I'm drawing a blank, but
You got,
I
you
think
got,
we play
yeah, you
face
got
damn near
Chargers.
all playoff. You got the Chargers too. Like we done faced damn near all playoff teams, and the Bills are placing
Mm-hmm.
like teams we knew before the season wouldn't be playoff teams. Like it's
Right.
nonsense. But
Right.
who would you say your top four right now?
Teams.
Teams.
Yeah, I think no, I think it's right. Philly and Detroit for sure. And then in terms of the AFC, I mean, easily I think it's Buffalo, and then if I had to pick another one, I think I'm picking the Chargers right now as the second team. Um, I think
Great
those are the top
segue.
two teams out AFC, yeah, out of the AFC.
Great segue because he not all the way there yet. But will the real Justin Herbert please stand up? Because this was your guy, and I try to tell you what's gonna happen once we get to October, November. And he peeking out early. He peeking out early. I got him on my fantasy team. One of the leagues I end up auto drafting on. Um,
Mhm.
Looking to pull up his numbers from this week, but
Yeah, 23 or
that's
41,
a
203 yards,
that's
touchdown,
a
two picks.
that's a bad L. That's a bad
Yeah,
L, bro.
that's a that's a very bad L. Very bad L.
With the Giants losing Malik Neighbors, it's a bad L, bro. Like what's
Mhm.
going on here? And they had a good run game. It looked like they killed them on stats, but again, we talk about ad nauseum Jalen Hurts and his passing stats and this and that. Well, this is a risk you run when you got a quarterback out there trying to sling it around. They turn the ball over,
Mhm.
put your defense in bad positions, and then you get a team like the Giants where it just seemed like Jim Harbaugh had no clue what to expect from Jackson Dart, and they're running
Mhm.
QB draws like it's college out there, and they
Right.
just came with a different game plan.
Mhm.
The real Justin Herbert gonna come out for you, bro. I'm trying to tell you this
We'll
right
see.
now. I'm
I
trying
think
to tell
he's
you
all
this
right,
right
man.
now.
20, 203. He still had a touchdown. He gonna be fine, man. I'm not worried about it. I think Kansas City is not who people think they are. They got a good win against Baltimore this past week, but I'm still not ready to crown them because we know the issues that Baltimore has.
So you think Kansas City? Do you think the Chargers win their division over Kansas City?
Yes, 100%.
I gotta see it.
No que-
I
no
gotta see
question.
it. I gotta see it first. I can't believe the Raiders are. It look like Pete Carroll need to go on and hang it up. I think it might be over with for Pete and Gino too.
Yeah.
They probably looking to draft a quarterback next year.
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
but I gotta see the Chargers overcome them, and it's legitimately gonna come down to y'all need to go 2-0 against Kansas City to win this division. If Kansas
Mm-hmm.
City goes 1-1, because we know they about to go on a run. Kansas City was the other team we played.
Mm-hmm.
They about to go on a run. Um, their schedule ain't. the hardest in the world either. Even though they went to the Super Bowl
Mm-hmm.
just like we did.
Mm-hmm.
They got the Jags. They got the Lions. They got the Lions on Sunday night. Raiders,
Mm-hmm.
Commanders at Bills. That's what I'm saying, bro. How's Kansas City going to Buffalo?
Mm-hmm.
They showing Josh Allen so much love, bro. How's Kansas City going to Buffalo? How does that make sense? They got the Broncos division, Colts. By the time they play the Colts would the glass slipper would have came off by now. I know they, you know, they
Right.
kind of like, we got this joke in the GM started with Frank Lakers draws. You got at least a Colts bandana in there somewhere.
No,
I know
no,
this. You got a Colts
no,
bandana in there. They got the Cowboys is
not at
terrible.
all.
They season will probably be over by then. They might be over. Texans, I think
Mm-hmm.
that's on Kansas City. They got the Cowboys too. Texans, Chargers,
Mm-hmm.
Titans, Broncos, Raiders. Like the Kansas City schedule ain't that crazy at all. Um,
Mm-mm.
oh my bad, the Chargers did beat them already. My fault. The Chargers did beat them
Yeah,
already.
yeah.
So they
First
got one.
game.
They got to get that
First
second
game.
one. They got to get that second one,
Mm-hmm.
and they got to go to KC to do it. So to wrap us up, we've been doing this every week. Our quarterback rankings. I'm allowed,
Mm-hmm.
get you to go first. What you got this week?
Yeah. Obviously, Josh still number one. They undefeated. They still winning. So gotta get him up there. Um, I'm gonna leave Herbert in there. Even though they took
And
a L, I'm
where?
gonna leave him in there
Where?
in the top five. In the top five.
In the top. No, I'm saying you going in order. You got Josh one. Who's two?
Um, man, everybody lost. Lamar out of the five. He out.
For sure.
He's out the five.
Everybody didn't lose.
Uh, no, everybody. Here you go. Everybody didn't lose. Um, yeah, Baker lost.
I know.
And
Ah!
dang, Jesus. Yeah. If you asking me if I'm putting, if you asking me if
I'm
I'm putting
asking you
Jalen
who
Hurts in the
your
top
number two
five,
is. I'm asking you who your number two is.
absolutely not. You
Who's your
can't go
number
0
two
for 8 in the
then?
second half and have
Who's
zero
the number
passing
two?
yards.
Jared Goff?
No, I'm not gonna put golf too.
Who?
Um, man, dude, it's tough. Dang. Matt Stafford. Matt
Ah,
Stafford is my two. Matt Stafford, my two.
okay, three.
I'll throw Stafford in there. Three, we're gonna go
Frank say Lamar still top five. You tripping? Shit.
Lamar in top five. Hell no. Can't lose. You can't be 1 and 3 and think you in the top five. Ain't happening.
Nah. Not the way
Um,
he look. He don't. He don't
yeah,
even look
I'm gonna
like
go
he
hurt.
can. He don't even look like he can beat people off the edge no more.
Yeah, it's looking like that. Three, I'm gonna go Herbert at three. Um, four, we're gonna go Daniel Jones. Five, Jared Goff.
Wait a
That's
second.
my five.
Let me look at this real quick. I just gotta look at this.
Go ahead.
So you mean to tell me Daniel Jones went out there and threw two picks, took two
Mm-hmm.
sacks, had a QBR
Mm-hmm.
56.9, and he's still ranked over Jalen Hurts. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
So I had no OLI this week. I'm going straight out the top. Uh, at five, I have um, Sam Darnold, just playing solid quarterback. I'm gonna give him credit.
I'm
They
with you.
they
Seattle.
three and one. Just playing just solid, not to lose quarterback. Four, I am going to go Aaron Rodgers.
Mm.
I'm going Aaron Rodgers. You know, it is what he not turning the
Hmm.
ball over. He's old as dirt, executing at a high level. I'm gonna give it to him. Three, Matt Stafford. I, I I'm just amazed, like the throws that he
Hmm.
make, um, and I like when Matt Stafford is a quarterback, you take his number one wide receiver if he's there because he's gonna eat whoever it is.
Hmm.
Cup, Calvin
Yep.
Johnson, Puka Nakua, it don't matter.
Man,
Whoever that number one wide
Puka
receiver
balling.
is, Puka is the best
Puka
wide
is
receiver in the league
balling
right
right
now.
now.
Puka's the best wide receiver in
He
the league right
ball.
now.
No, no, no. Stop it.
Yes, he is.
He ain't the best
Yes, he is.
receiver in the league.
Man, you
Yeah,
better take the.
St. Brown's best receiver.
Oh, Jesus
St. Brown's the
Christ.
best receiver in the league right now. No.
Two,
Right
holding
now, right now,
right
right
now.
now,
Right now.
Amra,
Right now.
Amra, right now, Amra.
Right now, Puka has 503 yards.
Mm-hmm. How many touchdowns?
Just one. Just one
Mm. Oh,
touchdown.
mm.
St. Brown's got 6 touchdowns and 307 yards.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
We can't
he
help. We can't help. We winning. We can't help. We busting teams' asses. We ain't
or you know,
requiring much from him, but he getting in his zone.
I feel you. And right now, 500 yards, dude is about to break 1,000 in a couple more weeks already. Like
Yeah.
that's
No, he
unheard
balling.
of.
No, he the clear number one, and it sure is nice to have Devontae Adams as your two. I mean, tell me when we ever think we would see that where Devontae Adams will be a number two on the team.
Devontae
Like,
not too shabby. He got 269, 15 for yards, 3 touchdowns. He not doing too bad either.
yeah.
Um,
No, he balling.
for my number two
Rams got
quarterback,
weapons.
yeah, unless they play Philly. My number two quarterback is Jalen Hurts once again. Just wins the games. I think that second half he was concussed, and but win the game. Like he don't turn the ball over. He had one turnover in the season. That's a fumble. But it's his fault because you got to hold on to the ball. But Jalen Hurts number two, and then Josh Allen coming in number one. Uh, it's a lot of bad quarterback situations out there though. Keeping a buck with you. Just looking across the league, like we said earlier, the Raiders need a quarterback. Geno Smith has 7 picks. The, the Browns still need a quarterback. I think the Dolphins want the first chance they can get rid of that money with Tua. They're gonna be moving on from a quarterback. Trevor Lawrence, your days are
Hmm.
numbered, brother. You will be out of here soon, very very quickly. Um,
No, they 3-1 right now. They 3-1 right now. I think
yeah, he got 5 touchdowns and four
they
picks,
are.
and they be trying to give games away though. Like they didn't
Hmm.
want to win. That the 49ers was like, bro, we just ain't got it, and they end up winning. I
Hmm.
don't know, dog. I don't see it. I don't see it with Trevor Lawrence. Long term is long term wise. He
Yeah,
will not
for
be a
sure.
Jacksonville Jaguar forever. Um,
Right.
the Giants see what they got with Jackson Dart, but again, so how a lot of times with how this works is he is day balls and whoever that GM's name, he's day quarterback. They're gonna fire them guys, and there's gonna be
Hmm.
a new guy coming in, and Jackson Dart better be
Yes,
balling, or they're gonna be moving on from you, Chief.
they're
Um,
gonna be gone too. Yeah.
and I think in the same boat is Trevor Lawrence is Kyler Murray. Better get it together.
Hmm.
Better be getting it together, bro.
Yep.
Like because the second that money, Tua, Trevor Lawrence, Kyler Murray, and Brock Purdy, all four of y'all better start balling soon. Because the second that money gets low enough, they're gonna be moving on for you, get bringing in another guy, and that's just how it's gonna go in the
Yeah.
NFL right now.
I agree.
Uh,
I agree.
any other notes we need to hit?
Nah, man. Just excited. I think this is the things about to pick up real fast for us. NBA is upon us. Can't wait. They doing media day right now. I think this is where we're about to see some button of heads, passion, We're gonna really see this pod blossom into whatever the vision that we have. So I'm excited, man. It's gonna be good. Tap in, y'all, because we about to go on a ride for show for show. And I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, man. The summer is winding down. It's still hot as hell out here, but um, basketball is our
Hmm.
thing, man. You know what I'm saying? And football, we love it, but we know basketball a little bit more. Basketball has more soap opera stuff that you can pod off of. NFL has a little bit of it, but not as much
Hmm.
as basketball. Is what we pay as much attention to. So we got a large preview show we coming out with here soon. We're probably gonna break it down in segments with and do some three man weed pods with a couple different people. We're gonna bring Hove back. We're bringing Frank back. The Hove and Frank Doghead Records pod is coming up here soon. Now the basketball season
Hmm.
here. That should be a good time. Mo will be back full fledged with basketball. And we got some new voices. My boy Ladon Champagne. He's gonna come through the pod. He's a college basketball guy. Really help us delve into that a little bit harder. Um, Merk Merk gonna be joining us a lot more, touching on some music with Rod. So we definitely gonna expand our tentacles out there and try to give everybody something that they can feed off of when we do the pod and try to get this more produced so we can have people jumping in and out and it's not just us pontificating for an hour straight. You just hearing the same voices. So stay with us. We
Absolutely.
improving. We growing every day. Getting subscribers all the time. More listeners, more viewers, more followers. So we appreciate y'all for that. And we'll catch up with y'all in a minute. Peace.
Can't wait.